Thank you, Infinite Intelligence. So I said I would help with our lights today about this. I'm usually not conscious about this because honestly, I don't have an excuse. It's just the list of my excitement, I guess. I'm always like focused on the excitement. So before I came online, right, I had a confirmation of coming online, and it's just 6:25. It wasn't too long that this happened, right? I screenshot it. So that was my confirmation of coming online. And now it's 6:26 in reverse. So coming online today is simply to explain and express church. What church is? Church is a frequency. It's not something that can be contained by four walls. If you see the church atmosphere, all those shock absorber sound to ensure that the sound is well and all that. They are trying to, you know, copy a kind of atmosphere that energy contains it. It is contained by energy. And that's why they need the sound to be trapped in to use that energy. That's what happens in church, the building. Now, that frequency, that energetic feeling they try to give is something that naturally happens in a pure, genuine state of bliss where there is no condition to your feeling good. It's called unconditional love. That is a frequency that you can experience by feeling because first of all you have to literally genuinely feel good to feel it, and this ecstasy or blissful state is what a lot of fallen principalities and powers have lost what it is. They are alien to it, they don't have an idea what it feels like. Why? Because it's it just happens like this. If you're not there, you don't know when you're not there. And you don't know when yeah, out of there completely. Because the moment you're not feeling that genuine goodness, you have dropped in your frequency. That's the truth. So to stay in that frequency, you have to literally genuinely constantly feel good. And nothing can, you know, increase feeling good if it is not love. It will only reduce it. That is why self body shaming, right, is the weakest form of dopamine. Instead of body shaming to, reduce the person you're insulting, it's reducing your own energy. So when you think you're trying to feel good from a caste system of power, you're only deceiving yourself. This is why, as long as you're not expressing love, you cannot express power. That that is why kings, right, have to kill all the African kings that will kill seven pregnant women, seven virgins, seven newborn babies, right? All those sacrifice was to gain the power they lost. Why? Why did they lose the power? Because they started oppressing people. They started suppressing their people that they're supposed to protect with that power. And what was the power for? The power was to protect all. It was only gotten because they were expressing love. So when they stopped expressing love, when they became wicked to themselves, right? The power was stripped away, just like Samson, right? It was removed because God is just, love is just. Someone that is doing wicked can never have power. They can only lose power. It is not a curse. I don't need to prophesy negativity into your life. It is just the law of what will exist within. That's why if you have common sense, the only thing to do is to follow love because love is who you are. Then why would you start fighting who you are? Like it doesn't even make sense, right? Like it's so easy to follow who you are because it is your nature to feel good. That is why if you're not feeling good, you're in the hospital. But we don't want to understand that until we get to that stage, right? And it doesn't need to be so because it is still love that needs to feel good. It is still love that is the highest level of feeling good. That is you and I. And whether we understand this, we don't understand this, it wouldn't change that that is who we are. So at the end of the day, you can't lie and pretend. At the end of the day, you can't lie and pretend to be that genuine energy. So principalities and powers have to grow in love. They don't need to start wronging all the rights they have done. No, you just need to start feeling good. And you can't genuinely feel good when you have done so many wrong. That's it. You have to sit with yourself and forgive yourself for what you have done to yourself. Because at the end of the day, it is you that has hurt yourself like that. And the next thing is to do the next right thing that feels good to you. By seeing that the only thing that defines you is love. We cannot be separate from love. The whole point of love is to prove that there's no my internet just went off. So I was talking about church, the frequency of existence literally is love. It is church. It is our natural state of being to be genuinely feeling good all the time. And we are not drug addicts. I don't know why people think that love is the highest level of feeling good is addiction. It's not dependency. Addiction is dependency. It takes because it is the source. Even God does not want you to use it as a dependency. To tell you how God takes authenticity more than itself. That is why people think authenticity is the highest vibrating body, right? Because God will tell you that just be you. God wants to see that which is itself in you. It wants you to show it. Like, I want to see who you are through you. That is why you are created. It's not to see another person, it is you. That which is the most special and most powerful force in all of existence. And it doesn't want anything else. It doesn't want you to be a zombie. God is not looking to make zombies. I don't know why people always think that God is trying to create zombies somehow. But there has never been such a thing, right? I'm interested in unfolding that God within me more than anything else because I've grown to that understanding that there's nothing more important than that God within me. It is why I can even be alive. And that is the light that is shining, that is seen. It is not a light that needs to be shared because it is not a light that is not in you. The light wants to be generated from you, not to be gotten from another source. That is why God said nothing is above love. It means that the love within me is not above the love within you. Your love needs to shine just like other person's love needs to shine. I cannot do the work that you're supposed to do for yourself. You see, that's the problem of Jesus Christ. Spreading the message ended up being the one to do the work for the person. You're just supposed to be the messenger, not trying to solve their issues by themselves. That is why to share your light, right, is to express that God within you. Because that's the only way you get to share your light. Without that, you are not doing anything else that is sharing your light. So if your objective is to share that God within you, you have to express it. And I am doing just to it in every sense of the way because I come on YouTube and I express it. I express it without filters, without the ego, right? That would cage it into membership only. Like they own it, right? I did not sell anybody, right? And I'm not trying to connect to anybody, I'm just sharing it freely. If you connect now, right, it is your free will. And because it is your free will to connect, understand that my free will must also be important because it doesn't work that way. One cannot love for two people. Like two people. That is why I am not trying to intrigue or instigate any connections anymore. When I try to reach out to people, right, I didn't get the real energy that they speak of. What they say and what I encounter were two different things. And I don't want to judge anyone. That's why I'm not even trying to connect to anybody. So that I'm not saying I'm judging you or something like that. But love will always bring about togetherness. So I would not push away people that genuinely want to connect because they will be as transparent as I am. Because if you're not ready to be transparent, then why do you want to connect? Because I'm not looking for anything else but free will. And your free will means that you're transparent to me. And the truth is, love is free will. Like, love is free will. Love is free will. And to the pineapple, love must feel good to anyone to
Presenting.
connect. So you have to be sure if you're really feeling good. I actually want everybody to take their time to genuinely be certain that indeed their feeling good is associated with me. Because I don't want it to be like we're fighting when we're not fighting. Because I don't even understand that shit, right? Like, I honestly don't. Today, I was asked to go over the Emerald tablet, and I have it, the audio version, on my phone. This audio version, I was the one that turned it into audio. So, in case you are looking for an audio version and you don't see it online, maybe the only copy that exists is with me that is audio, right? And if you want one, there's a link to a library of books I have or materials I've, you know, used that helped me to elevate in consciousness. And some of the books were like the spiritual laws, right? They made me understand things that I knew and why I knew them much clearly, just like any other book, right? But yes, there are certain things that ignited that fire within me to see love as everything, right? Because I'm someone that wants to be real. Like, I'm tired of all this negativity in existence, right? I'm tired of the rubbish. So what is actually real? That's what I question. What is real? I want to be in what is real. And the only thing that is real is love. Because right now, if I'm pressed, I will go and pee. That is the most realest thing to me than anything that anybody can tell me. Right? It is so real that I desire to feel good. I lay my bed to feel good. I sleep to feel good. I bath to feel good. I brush to feel good. I do everything to ensure that feeling good is promoted. So I'll be hypocritical, right? If I tell you feeling good is not good. Because God is everything positive, and that is why the heads on our hair, right? The hair on our heads are counted and named as infinite as they look to us that we can't even start to count them. Imagine something that counted every hair on your body. So that is how real I am. Some people feel I'm delusional because they don't have that perceived way of seeing it. And it is their business. Honestly, there have been so many people around me that have had different ideologies of life and how they think the world is. And despite all their opinions, right? I'm growing every day and I'm not caring what the fuck there's going on in their head. And they're still the same way, still naming me something else. Like, it's going to make me different. I'm still going to grow every day and look at you that is, talking anything about me. And by the time you have looked back and you see that the person that you keep talking nonsense about is totally different from how they were looking, it would suddenly hit that why did I waste my time talking about them and not thinking about how I would develop? It would be clear that facing that God within you is why you exist. So if you're not facing the God within you, you're just why? Why are you not facing the God within you? What is more important than that? That is why there's nobody I'm trying to make. There's nobody important than that God within me because everybody has their own ideology of what they think is real. And it is just an ideology that has been taught to them. It's not even that it belongs to them. They have not tried and tested it. They just taught rubbish from people that they so believe because they feel they have one master's and PhD or something. And so they put them on, this one has gone through this thing. Let me learn from this person. And I'm like, God, Do you think there is something that is more intelligent than love will exist within? Because they don't understand it, they can't comprehend it. It looks like ABC to them. If ABC is even simple, right? It looks like probably alien code. And I'm like, why? But talking does not make any difference because it is not about me, it is about them. So it is none of my business. That is why I don't make it my business. But whatever they choose to make their business, it's their bloody business anyway. It's their business. It's not my business. So I'm always going to do everything light. I've learned to let go of things, and the more I learn it, the more I see myself focusing on things I need to let go. Because at the end of the day, I'm not thinking about anybody else but this God within me. I want to be light as possible, and that means not having any negativity. Any negative emotion is rubbish. It's shit. It's soiling the positivity that is so golden that I want to expand. So I don't keep negative emotions around me, and I don't let anything tell me to have any negative emotion because it doesn't have any value. It is worthless because anything outside you does not determine your vibration. You determine your vibration. That is the free will given to all. So I'm saying it effortlessly because it is nothing I am making an effort to. So if someone thinks anything about you, it is in their bloody small perception that they are trapped in. It's not as if their brain is small, but the perception is rigid. It shrinks. It cannot grow because it's not seen beyond that. Because the only way you can have a wide perception is if you see God in everything. And for you to see God in everything, you can't see something and think that it is ugly or it is something you laugh at or mock. You don't see God and you want to mock God. And not because you are trying to be a nice person. You are just seeing God. That is it. You're not like you're a nice person. You see God. That is what you see. So you cannot interact with anything but God. And other people think you are trying to be holy because they cannot perceive more than that which they see. Love is free will. Love will exist within does not want you to worship it. It wants you to express that God that is within you, that God that is light, that needs to shine. Not saying that someone that is shining should share their light. When you are that light, shine yourself. You yourself should shine, baby. You should shine. Not saying that someone should share their light with you. The light that you want to share from, you are the same light. You just need to grow out of that darkness because that perception is a kid, it's a darkness. It's not making you see that God is everything. And you think it is anything other than that. I was using it as a wedge. No. So, like I was saying, love is diversity. It will never use your method for another person. The same way your fingerprint is not the same with anybody else. It's the same way the method that is for you is only for you. There is no method that is for you that is for another person. No. God has so many infinite methods. That is why He made infinity itself. It is infinite. There is no beginning and end. See, Michael Jackson would always sing one love, one, we are one. Because we are one. Because love is oneness. Love would always bring about togetherness. Love is the only good in all of existence. That any good done to you from any person in any part of the world, it is love that reached out to you. Without love, nobody can do any good thing to you. And unconditional love does not attach anything to that goodness. He just does it without saying, you must pay me back. That is why people that express unconditional love, they don't want to sleep with you. They don't want to steal from you. They don't have anything they want to gain from you to express that unconditional love to you. They express the love because it is who they are. They are not trying to say, eh, I want to show you love because I want to sleep with you. I want to steal from you. I want to take from you. I want to feel good from you. No. Feeling good from somebody else is a dependency. That's the disease. It is saying that the God within you is not worthy. That is what we do. When we have to put somebody down or feel good from anything outside ourselves, we say God is not worthy, that is giving us life. What is breathing through us is not worthy. That is all we say, whether we are conscious or not conscious of it. So this is my new history, right? I just started growing. The new history of the new birth. I still have my shoulders to work on, right? And my legs before I have Johnny Bravo legs. Johnny Bravo legs and big body. You know, this Johnny Bravo, big head, tiny legs. It's almost as if Johnny Bravo was my prophecy, but I reject it. It's just gym access I need. Once I set up my own personalized gym in my own space, I would do focus on my leg more. I will not I would just focus on my leg and leave my body, but I would ensure that that is a major of the focus for a while. So that's how it looks like. Current history. I'm still working on my chest, right? Because I'm going solo. I'm experiencing my body differently, and certain things happen certain days, right? And I learn from it. I learn as I grow. I learn as I grow. That's the kind of person I am. So I'm always learning because I'm always wanting, desiring to grow. And so this is how I look like. Right? Some people think I'm fat, so be warned in case you are one of them that just think that this is ordinary fat, right? I welcome you because I understand that that's how you can process the information. You know, if your brain can only capture it that way, who am I to arrest you for the way your brain can interpret something? Will I say because that's how your brain can identify something, I should shoot you in your leg? No, now I don't allow that to disturb my peace. It is about you, literally. So yes, you can call this fat as well, right? I don't have any issue. Um, you can see, you can even say I'm not fine. I don't have any issue with it because I'm enjoying being by myself. By myself, I'm not needing anybody else to enjoy that feeling. So I don't know how to, disturb myself about something that don't concern me. It's just genuine common sense. So when people get tired of trying to think that what they say can make me feel negative, their brain will now start readjusting rightly. They will start seeing things clearly. And by that time, I've left them with how they are perceiving the world because I will not wait for them to start before I will just keep growing. There's no part of the growth that is stopping. I just started growing. This is my fresh start, my new foundation. And I don't have gym access, right? This is my new foundation and I just started growing. So you can know that I just started growing. This is the freshest foundation. And I work out every day like I have not worked out my whole life. I don't wait for everything to be rosy before I start working out. And I just started growing. Like today I'm 1 year, 1 minute old. You should. I'm the newest baby in town right now. because I just started growing. Like I have not started working out at all. If you see me working out, you will be crying and begging me to stop. Like I feel the what I'm doing right now, I'm just being lazy. Because I'm not started growing. Like I'm just taking my time, relaxing and moving with ADHD fire. That's the best I'm doing, right? So yes, this is the new history. I don't know what by the end of this month will be like, right? Even if today is 23, to tell you how I just started growing. I'm excited because I can tell you that I have seen much more. You see, when I was small and I saw the man I am, right, it didn't make sense to people around me. They were laughing. They thought they were mocking me. They thought they were mocking me. Like, seriously, now everybody's quiet. And I just started growing. So you can understand it when I'm saying, if you can see what I see, right, you would know that when I open my mouth to talk, it is because I've seen a lot. And you see, I don't judge anyone because if God has been showing me several things, right, not just showing me, giving me signs of assurance, and I did not make any sense of it until I get the ego. I can tell you that indeed the ego is a motherfucker. It's something that if you don't really get rid of, you will just be, dancing in that your delulu because you don't know until you know. And once you get the ego, you're not nothing is external that is important anymore. You don't care about if anybody clap for you, if anybody is watching, if anybody is not watching. You're just existing and you're just being you. Because that is what happens once you death the ego. But without deathing the ego, it's like you're fake. It doesn't feel real. You're just pretending. It's empty words. Love is God is like in fact you'll be cringy when you hear God. It's be like, what is God? But when you death the ego, God becomes everything that is making sense to you. Everything else doesn't make sense without God. And so when you talk, people will get tired of listening to you. They're not, in that communication with God. The only reason why they are angry or they are cringing is because they cannot feel that direct connection with God. So it feels somehow that you are feeling it and you're not feeling it. They don't know that they can actually feel it. So that is why you are feeling it. To tell them that, nah, go and meet God directly yourself. But they, instead of them going to meet God directly, they find a way of making you the bad person. Like it is your fault. That is the crazy part. And you think it makes sense. And it's not looking like something that is malfunctioning. But the truth is, you can identify it. And because you can identify it, you don't really pay attention to their shenanigans, right? Because it's still God trying to understand itself. It's not that it can never grow, but their growing process, right, is just on a more different path than you. And that's why everybody has their own level of growth. Nobody's a child can be more smarter than their parents because they're a different reincarnated version, right? And that parent can also be more smarter than the child in spirit. So you cannot say there is a pattern to how these things are played out because this is love trying to experience infinite possibilities of life, and all is going to still become light. They see in the last days, the all will draw all back onto itself. God is drawing all back into oneness with God, and nothing can escape it. You can't say, I am not God. You will learn it, you will see it, you will understand it. Your brain will function to see that, God is what this thing I'm walking on. God is what this ground I'm jumping on is. God is everything. It would make sense because you would grow into that understanding. You will have that personal epiphany. I do not need to come and tell you. So when you see me in person, it is because, right, I have reached your location. If not, I haven't, right? And I don't know where I'm going because the truth is there's really no place I'm going to. I'm just within one energy. And so it's just the story of love that I'm watching unfold. I'm watching God unfold itself to me. And all I'm doing is, you know, the front seat and say, Baba God, you too do, you too do. Because what God shows me every day is so magnanimous that I don't understand how anyone cannot understand God and exist within God. Like, I'm like, how can't you think God is everything? Like, I don't know why I'm not seeing everywhere that people are saying God, love, because that's the only thing that should be everywhere. Is that crazy? The way I see it, I'm like, nobody should make anything more important than love. Like, if you could see it too, I'm very sure you would feel that every other thing is shit. Get out, right? But you have to first see it to be like having that depth of understanding that everything is love. But if you don't see it, you can't you can't give what you don't have. It's just the truth. But this is my new history. You can see that the shoulder has a lot of working out to do. Don't mind me for yawning just now so ruthlessly. I just walked out this afternoon to exhaustion and I slept off. But yes, that has passed also because right now I don't remember working out. So I have to work out to remember working out. And that's how I do it. And the thing is, once you do, your body knows that you would always do. So it would have to give you that noise maker. It would have to give you that ability to do more because it knows that eventually there are stubborn head you must do. So it will say, okay, since you are going to do, you don't want to die in your heart. Let us expand so that you don't kill us. That's how it is. So yes, thank you for watching my life and sorry for it being more than 13 minutes. That was not even planned. I was just keep talking and time paint. So